take a look. I know you're thinking, same old handsome dude, but if you look closely, there's something different about me today. A new day, a new chapter. I got nothing else on it, but
New frontier.
new frontier.
We're boldly going where many have gone before.
That's true. We're not trailblazers, but a big day for us. Right here, you can see on this old man's shirt, Lawson Speed Shop. We've made the switch over. Got 3 of the beasts mounted right now. So we're partnering up with Gary Lawson, and could not be more excited.
And I'll tell you, I've had one practice and the thing was a brute.
It was awesome. It's awesome. And just the look of them. Got these nice accessories available on LawsonSpeedShop.com. Yeah, no, but seriously, like, Gary is just awesome. Let's see what we can make of this event today. It was gonna be 3 of us because we have Ben's kart, but no Ben, because there's a little bit of adversity coming in the form of rain, and Ben backed out. And so it's just gonna be Dad and I, and it's most likely gonna be raining here soon. And the nice thing about Ben not racing is we now have a rain kart. So we're just gonna be both using Ben's kart and make things a little more simple. It'll be a fun day, guys. And the track is pretty crazy. It's huge. It's like a minute 30 lap time. Well, minute 28. And it's got what we call a ski jump after a long straightaway. So, recipe for some good video. It is raining, and it's gonna be raining for a while. Qualifying just kicked off. Dad's up here in a few more groups. And got Ben's kart here, which is gonna be our rain kart. And so, that's all prepped, ready to go. I think we'll be better in the rain this time. I was really disappointed last time, and just, it was not good. I ran my hard axle, and with that Beasley seat and the hard axle, that kart is free. And so it wasn't great in the rain. Ben has the stock setup with stock axle, which is medium, and there's a lot more grip there, and that's the same setup that I've done well with, so I'm optimistic. Dad, a little less so. He's concerned about fitting into Ben's seat. It's a size smaller than Dad's seat, but we'll get him in there. We'll wedge him in. And the thing is, though, oh man, I've been so good in the dry, so good in the dry. Maybe we'll get a race in the dry, but this is what we got right now.
Well, here we are, and this is one of the latest morning walks I've ever done. The afternoon, we got busy this morning. It rained, and just got real busy. So even though I like to stick by the tradition, it wasn't possible today. Kacy and I, Ben was out yesterday, have been doing this on our own because our wives are all over in Europe. And yesterday they took in the sights of Rome, and that included, they sent us some pictures that were fantastic of the Roman Colosseum. So we are here today at the Roman Colosseum of go-kart racing, Newcastle Motorsports Park.
Talk with Dad.
And you know, it hit me that there's nothing better than being at the go-kart track on a beautiful sunny day. But not too far back in second is being at the go-kart track on a rainy day. And just surrounded by great people. Had a great day yesterday and a great night tonight. Just love the whole go-karting crowd. And one of the things that's very exciting for us, we had a great relationship with our motor people, but they sold their business and couldn't be more excited about the kind of the new beginning that we've got with the most, I don't know, notable go-kart racer, engine builder in the business today, Gary Lawson. So we are really excited, and I can tell you the evidence is there. The guy knows what he is doing. Not only the power that we'll talk to you about later on in the vlog, but just the detail and the customer service. So we are really looking forward to working with Gary going forward. You'll see our enthusiasm for it. He's a legend in the sport. He's always been there to help us out. So we're really looking forward to that. And I think you want to stay tuned for this vlog because I'm kind of excited about what you're going to see. Starting this KRA race, and I mean, it was raining torrents. And surprised by the number of carts that got out there to take the green flag with this kind of rain going on. Kacy did a great job of setting up the cart. We were real excited. This is our first week to be running our new Lawson tuned engines, and in the morning practice when it was dry, I really thought it had come together. I mean, the cart was good, and my practice time was really good, and thought we were onto something here. I'm able to get around Stan there on the inside. Stan's one of my favorite people out there, just a great guy. I've raced with him since I started, and he's always been very helpful. And able to make that move on the inside, even though it kind of followed the racing line on that back part of the track. There's not as much rubber, and it's a little bit grippier. So right here, I'm actually, look at that. You can't see it, but there was second, third, and fourth. And so now with those guys spinning, I'm actually in third. And look at this. I'm thinking about making a move for second. Backed off. Backed out of it with John. I was running pretty good there. As the race progressed, I was really starting to get more confidence in the cart. John, he's really an experienced racer in the rain and the dry, and he had pulled away from me here, solidifying his second place finish, but I kind of felt like maybe I was just slowly moving in. And then watch this splash here. I get my right tire right here, boom, into a big water pit, and it was just drenching, and right here the cart nearly died. And from there forward, coming up that hill on that exit was a real struggle, and I think we just got water in on the air filter. And I went from maybe feeling like I was running at John Ewing's pace to just knowing I had nothing for them any longer. I think the fuel filter was saturated and wasn't working as it should have. John O'Keefe, the legend, is going to pass me here as we head down towards 70. And so, you know, going from third, looking at second, now I've back to fourth, and now back to fifth, and not quite as good as what I thought, but I was able to, for the most part, keep it on the track, having some fun out there. And I'm not sure if we see it or not, but John had a little problem in turn 2, so I'm able to get back up to fourth, and at this time, first time, last lap, get off the track. Didn't care about that pylon there, because right now I know I'm running fourth, and it's my best finishing position ever, and I wasn't going to give that up. A little wipe of the visor. Brian Moore, because of that off-track excursion, was able, you'll see him, he closes right in on me here, making a move, and I think actually Brian spins here in the 70 hairpin, so there was no drag race down. And I knew I had a good finish. It was in the wet. It was not, you know, running right there in the front pack like I've dreamed about. But it was a 4th place finish, my best finish ever. And so we'll take it. And really want to give a shout out to Newcastle. Kacy went up and asked him if they had any kind of kids medals or something we could give me, since I was just off the podium, and they made me my snowflake medal, and that medal is special to me. Hangs on the mantle right now. So thanks to Newcastle for having fun with my 4th place finish, and Kacy for having a little fun himself with that joke. So good race, good day, finished 4th, we'll take it.
Yeah, while I was up at the front desk, they did have a special medal for you.
Well, here, I gotta wear that.
Mike cut the snowflake. Mike says specials for cutting snowflakes. Shelby helped me with the printout stuff.
I'll probably see that out more than
Oh,
fishing up at the
that's
lake
going on the
Thursday
wall.
or Wednesday night.
Welcome to the mantle. The trophy case.
Oh, thank you, Mike and Shelby. That was awesome. So it's a big day for us with the debut of the Lawson Specials. And then also the best finish this guy has ever had.
That's just what I do, Case. I'm just a driver. I'm grinding.
At one point, he was in 3rd. I knew he had no idea when he was out there, and I didn't want him to. But yeah, running in 3rd, a couple guys had spun, and a couple of them ended up catching back up to him. But it was just so fun to watch. I forgot this camera. I wish I would have brought it to just document it, because it was fun. It was so fun to watch him. Proud of him. He did a great job. Came off the track and just kept his foot in it and murdered a cone, and it's just a great race.
You know, I've been saving this for a special occasion. Every once in a while, at a special time, I'll have a cigar, and after a 4th place finish, I'm having a cigar.
All right, it's go time. Starting 9th. Don't love it, but it is what it is, and I got to get through the first handful of corners, really the first lap. Get through the first lap, and then I can breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief. Just want to thank, you know, our partners like Birel Art and Mr. Gary Lawson himself with the power. Like, could not be more thrilled to represent you guys. Just thank you. And if you guys ever need anything, you know, Birel Art related, you always check out PSL or Mark Steel Racing, or engine related and all the good stuff he sells on his website. Check out Gary Lawson. You will not be disappointed by any of them.
Here I am starting 9th, right behind Levi, next to Blaine, and inside line. Typically preferred in the dry, but always makes me nervous in the wet. Luckily, works okay for me. Right here you can see a couple carts collected. I think that was Josh and Jacob. I think there was the front row. They got taken out. So made up a couple spots via attrition, and right here gonna make a move on Blaine up the inside. And back here was surprisingly grippy. This track is like a different surface than the main track, and it is far grippier, rain or dry, and so can run the normal racing line on it, which is kind of a little wild. Right here, following Matthew through with a big pack, and some action happens up front, takes out 3 carts, so I just gained 3 spots. But right here, Levi was able to carry enough momentum to get around me, and honestly, I knew Levi was a little bit faster this day, and it was not worth going too wide, so I just lifted a little, gave the position to Levi, and he just kind of checked out from me. He just had me covered a little bit that day. So here is a little section about what not to do here in the rain, because I could not figure this section out. This corner right here, more times than not, it felt like I was getting into that puddle with a face full of muddy water, So I do that, and then 2 corners later, struggle again, where you'll see me catch it, and sometimes I dip into that mud. Most times I wouldn't, but like it wasn't pretty, and that caused me to lose the lead pack. But I still finished 4th, and after starting 9th, like I can't complain. So pretty happy.
One of the downsides about racing in the rain, Newcastle is great for us to work with. They allow us to store our camper here when we're not racing, but they've got a big event coming up, so we're going to have to get it off site. And we don't have the ladies to help us today, and Kacy and I have a boatload of work and everything is wet. So that's not going to be the greatest feeling in the world, loading up this wet stuff, but we'll figure out how to get it done. It's just going to take a while.
So we're finishing up loading up, and just a few thoughts about the weekend. First off, how about a pair of 4ths for these two, huh? Especially this guy. Best ever finish, guys, for him. It was a lot of fun to watch his race. It's kind of the confidence I like to see from him. And for me, honestly, 4th is where I belonged. Probably, honestly, there was a guy that got knocked out earlier that was faster than me, but 4th is all I really had, and the kart was great. Driver, I know I was just making some little mistakes that just added up, so try to analyze what those were and work on fixing them. But it's still a lot of fun. Go from 9th to 5th. I'm happy about it, or 9th to 4th rather. I'm happy with it, and it's a good weekend, guys. We're out here racing, so I'm gonna help finish up loading, and until next time, see you guys later.
It's you.